Uh, Hello everyone. Buenos nachos. Buenos noches, everyone. Sorry, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably tired of hearing about Jerry Howell this, Jerry Howell that. But so I'll try to keep it short, under 30 minutes, we promise. So, before we toast Jerry, I want to thank the parents and everyone that made this a wedding possibility. In Playa del Carmen, it was an amazing experience. It's been pretty fun, I know, at least for me, probably for every one of you here. But sadly, it has done no favors for my weight. I'm eating a lot. And I want to go off script here for a little bit. I just want to say that Ruthie, your vows were really, really touching. I've never seen you so sappy. And it really moved me. But Jerry, wow. Wow, man. Wow. I know a few people here were crying. Someone was cutting onions next to me. But it was so touching that even the cake is tiered. Tiered, layered, get it? Anyways, so it's wedding, totally beautiful. The beaches, the sunset, the guy who wouldn't leave, everything was just beautiful. But of course, not as beautiful as our Ruthie tonight, right? She looks gorgeous. And Jerry, we can't forget about him. Him and his suits. Usually he's very well dressed, but his suits and his chubby cheeks, man, he looks precious tonight, huh? Doesn't he look precious, everyone? Yeah. Well, on the topic of Jerry's chubby cheeks, since we're here, you know how the saying that a camera adds 10 pounds? Well, maybe that's why Ruthie had that rule about only one camera on Jerry tonight, huh? That's probably why. But, of course, there are some pretty good qualities about Jerry. I've known him for 17 years, almost made it to 20, but it's 17 years. He's a loyal, driven guy, and that's really a big reason why he has so many groomsmen. I mean, there's 6 of us guys here compared to 4. It's like competition, but there's a lot of groomsmen. There's a ton of groomsmen. I think the reason why is probably if Jerry gets drunk, it takes 6 of us guys just to lift him up. He's that heavy. But I mean, there are a lot of people here. Friends from grade school, junior high, high school, college. I'm just listing schools right now. New people that he's met while with Ruthie. And I mean, we all know that Jerry, he's a class act. He's a stand-up guy. And it's a big reason why people really gravitate towards Jerry. And that's not a veiled fat joke about Jerry having a lot of mass and his own gravity. And, you know, there are a lot of qualities about Jerry. Let's be serious here for a little bit, okay? Let's be serious. One big quality that stood out for me over the years is that, Jerry, you are very picky. You are the pickiest guy I've ever met. Oh my goodness. Let's start. Where do we start? There's so many topics to talk about here. One example is with food. Oh man, Jerry's very picky with certain foods. Back in the day, we used to go camping, and Jerry's shaking his head right now. Back in the day, we used to go camping, just us guys, and we had to go grocery shopping, so we had something to eat in the woods. And we were in the supermarket, and we had to buy some bread for hot dogs. We, being poor college students, we wanted to save some money and get the regular bread, but no, Jerry, he wanted his fancy potato bread. We argued a little bit, we're like, it tastes the same, what's the difference, who cares? But Jerry, no, he argued with us, and then finally he actually got angry at us and yelled at us. And we were all shocked, and we're like, whoa. And of course, Jerry won, and we had some potato bread in the shopping cart. But you know what? Jerry, you were right. It tasted so good. We were like, whoa! Mind blown. And I think it was at that time that people really started to listen to Jerry when it comes to food suggestions. Because, I mean, come on, you don't get a body like that without knowing what type of food to eat, right? Besides food, I mean, Jerry is also very, very picky with women. Extremely picky with women. We would go out to bars, he would never hit on anyone, friends of friends, nobody. It just seemed like nobody could tickle his fancy. No one was good enough for Jerry. No one until the day he met Ruthie. She caught his heart, she caught his eye. He's Chinese, so I mean that's pretty hard to do. She filled a void in his heart that no amount of, she filled a void in his stomach no amount of food could fill. And if Ruthie was the type of bread, she'd be his potato bread. And Jerry loves carbs, so you know he would never give up carbs or go on a carb-free diet, so we're good. So Jerry, you do have a lot of great taste in food, woman, and people, and that's why you have so many groomsmen tonight by your side. I'm not just your groomsman, I feel like you are a brother to me. I'm so happy for you right now. You found the love of your life in Ruthie, and you get to celebrate it with the first love of your life, food. So I guess this is the part where I conclude with some marital advice. Just want to say to you that, you know, you picked Ruthie, but remember that Ruthie picked you. So be her best friend like you are to all of us. Make 10 mixed baby Ruths together. And most importantly, that's a lot. And most importantly, always fight for Ruthie like you did for that potato bread. When you do all of that, Ruthie, I promise you, you won't have anything to worry about. Congratulations to you both. Let's raise a glass to the happy couple. Cheers, everyone. Salute.
Oh, dear. As some of y'all know, if you don't know already, my name is Eric. I'm one of Jerry's best friends. I've known her for about 20 years, and out of those 20 years, I don't think any one of them that I would think that Jerry would let me, of all people, make a speech at his wedding. Listen, buddy.
I trust you.
Listen, buddy, you're gonna start regretting this right now. So as all you know, Jerry's a very, very smart person. And he'll let you know that all the time. And the first time I met this guy, or the second time I forget, he told me that when he was about 7 or 8 years old. He goes, "Did you know that I read the English dictionary cover to cover?" I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." And I was like, "Oh, that's a really smart guy." And then like, after all these years, I'm like, "Jerry, did you ever skip over the words diet and exercise?" She's like, "That's like the only 2 things you don't do." And just to add to Dave's camping story about the bread, there were some details that were missing. I was there. My wife was there. We were grilling, and just so happens a black bear wandered through our campsite as we're cooking food. So, you know, everyone's just scrambling. Oh my God, we gotta run for safety. We huddled in this car, and all you could hear from Jerry was, "Save the damn food!" and you know, my wife was so scared. She had a plate of bulgogi, freshly cooked, and she dropped it because Jerry screamed. And Jerry, what's her name from that day forward till now? I mean, you wouldn't let her live it down. What's her name? Florida Ruby.
What? You have to explain that.
Okay, because it's bulgogi and she dropped it on the floor, but Jerry goes, 3-second rule, so good, we gotta save it. That's true, and we had to sit in the car like half an hour or two. It's pretty good. But, enough roasting for Jerry. You know, he's a great friend. When I was in college, I came back from vacation. He was one of the first people to sit in front of my apartment with a case of beer, because I love beer. And he waited there over 7 hours because it was a thunderstorm. And I was grounded on the tarmac in Newark, Ruth, New Jersey. Remember that? So, and he waited there from 6, I think it was like 5 in the afternoon until about 11:30 at night, just to welcome me with a case of fresh, delicious Budweiser. And that was one of the best beers I've ever had. And thank you for welcoming me with that, because I missed that after being away from home. And, you know, one of the other times I can remember was I had a car accident when I lost 2 wheels of my car near his house on the freeway. And one of the first people I called, because I knew he'd be there, was Jay Howe. And I remember he ran to me. And that was about half a mile, maybe? About half a mile. Okay. So Jay ran half a mile. Like, I just saw this big thing coming. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, wow, what's going on? And Jay's like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Did you just run all the way here? He said, yeah, of course. You got cars. I'm like, well, why didn't you drive? And he goes, well, I'm too drunk to drive. I mean, I said, wow, you actually ran. Like, you sprinted. I've never seen that. Those are minis. I didn't even care about the car. Jerry, obviously, I'm glad you met Ruth. She's great to you. She's made you more cultured. Instead of our old 40-ounce beers and Kenny's Fried Chicken, now it's just wine and cheese. Yeah, it's great. You guys travel. And I hope in the future we want to see a couple of kids be Luna's friend. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I just want to say congratulations. We're all here for you. And you've been a great friend, man. So cheers.